Occurred, the 3rd of July 2010, 9 hours 30 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location: Crown Point, IN, USA. Shape: fireball. Duration: 45 seconds. No of observers. 4 characteristics: aura or haze around object. Ball of fire moving slowly overhead. It had no sound and appeared out of nowhere in the clear sky. It looked like a round ball of fire. We thought it was space junk entering the atmosphere. It moved slowly across the sky till it disappeared. We then joked with each other and said, was that a UFO?
Occurred, the 22nd of October 2011, 20 hours 45 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location: Crown Point, IN, USA. Shape: circle. Duration: 3 to 5 minutes. No of observers. 2 red glowing circular object moving laterally south to north with no sound, about the size of an aircraft. On October 22, 2011 at approximately 8:45 p.m., my husband and I were outside of our home and observed a bright red, glowing, red oval, circular object in the sky moving laterally south to north. It was as large as an aircraft but made no sound whatsoever. At first I thought it was a glowing balloon or lantern, but more circular in shape, but it did not ascend and moved laterally instead. My husband usually has an answer for everything, but not for this. I have noticed upon doing an online search that others witnessed a similar object in our area, 10/18 in Munster, IN, as noted on the MUFON site, and 10/8 in Crown Point, IN on UFO's Northwest site. We've never believed in paranormal activity, including UFOs, but this was so unusual. Would love more information.
Occurred, the 2nd of September 2012, 20 hours 30 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location: Crown Point, IN, USA. Shape: circle. Duration: 5 minutes. No of observers. 2 My husband and I were in the backyard with our 2 dogs at about 8:30 last night. He said, "Look up." There were 2 round reddish-orange objects about 3,000 to 5,000 feet up, moving from east to west straight, then at a very slight curve. We watched them and then looked east again to see 4 more, then 1 more. He looked at them through his binoculars and said they were round and looked like they were on fire. There was no sound. We watched them for about 5 minutes until they went behind the clouds and disappeared, just about one by one.
Occurred, the 27th of April 2013, 20 hours 45 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location: Crown Point, IN, USA. Shape: orb. Duration: approximately 2 minutes. No of observers. 2 bright orange orbs moving from south to north, from slow to fast, and disappearing into clouds. On the 27th of April at approximately 8:45 p.m. I looked out my patio doors in Crown Point, IN, and noticed an orange light at an approximate 60 degrees angle of elevation. I am a former US Air Force weather observer and I live on a golf course, and the back of my house has an unobstructed view. I went outside into the backyard to get a better view. There were four circular bright orange orbs moving northeasterly across the sky. They were lined up in a straight line and their movement was slow on approach. I got my binoculars to get a closer look at the orange orbs. They were not airplanes. Then I thought they might have been helicopters, but there was absolutely no noise. Then they moved northwest, and the first light sped up and disappeared into the clouds. Then the second one sped up and disappeared. The third followed, and then the fourth. According to the Weather Service in Gary, Indiana, the winds were calm and visibility was 15 miles with overcast skies.
Occurred, the 31st of May 2014, 21 hours 5 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location, Crown Point, IN, USA. Shape, light duration, 20 minutes. No of observers. 2 characteristics: lights on object, aura or haze around object. Silent, bright, red, orange lights fly over northwestern Indiana. Beginning at approximately 9:05 p.m. CST, several round, bright, single, red, orange lights flew over, from horizon to horizon. Most flew in pairs, with one light following another. Each pair would fly over and out of sight, and then another pair would fly over shortly after. We saw a total of 8 or 9 of these lights over the course of about 15 to 20 minutes. The strange thing about them was that they were very bright and did not blink, but at times appeared to flicker slightly. There also seemed to be an area of more diffuse light immediately surrounding the bright light. The light was equally bright viewed from all directions. Hard to say how close they were, but they seemed fairly close as they went by, and no sound was heard. Different from any other aircraft I have ever seen. I shot a short video clip of the last one that flew over.
Occurred the 23rd of August 2014, 21 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds local location, Crown Point, in, USA. Shape, light duration, 2 minutes. No of observers. 4 characteristics. Lights on object. 2 orange spheres seen by 4 people over Crown Point, in. On the evening of August 23, 2014, between 9 and 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, 4 people observed 2 glowing spheres outside of Crown Point, Indiana. The spheres glowed, flickered orange, red, and moved slowly and silently from approximately north to south. Size, speed and altitude unknown, but would assume they were at least some feet across and low, no more than say 1,000 feet in altitude, my impression. They could have been more than just a few feet, but I do not believe they were small aircraft size. At first, the objects were at some distance from each other and just floating along, something like you would expect from a Chinese lantern, which they resembled. Then the lead object seemed to slow, or the other speed up as they joined up at a point in the sky. Not conjoined or linked, just close to each other in formation. They then changed direction and moved west in close proximity to each other, and we lost sight of them as they passed our house, and I had to move from the back porch to the front. When I went out to the front yard, the spheres had disappeared. However, as I scoured the night sky, I did see one blacked out sphere, no lights now, silhouetted against the night sky, returning back east from the direction it had come. I did not see a second, nor did I try to follow the flight of the blacked out object. Coincidentally, shortly after this sighting, my wife saw a rather bright streaking light, likely a meteor, moving low in the sky past the house. For what it is worth, I am an engineer and ex-air traffic controller.
Occurred the 8th of October 2016, 0 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds local location, Crown Point, in, USA. Shape, disk duration, 10 minutes. No of observers. 1 At first I saw bright flashes of light behind the clouds. White, red and green, then I saw red rectangle lights coming through the clouds, then clearly I saw a disc-shaped saucer with red rectangle lights around it. It was very big and only about the height of what a helicopter would fly. After hovering in one spot for around 5 seconds, it disappeared. For a few seconds after, I saw white and red flashes of light behind the clouds.
Occurred the 16th of June 2017, 9 hours 28 minutes and 0 seconds local location, Crown Point, IN, USA. Shape, disk duration, 1 hour. No of observers. 3 characteristics. Lights on object, changed color, animals reacted. Many discs fly over my house and my dogs react. Went outside and saw many discs with flashing lights coming from the east and south, seeming to go to the same place. My dogs stopped what they were doing to look up at them, and my puppy yipped at them.
Occurred the 1st of July 2017, 23 hours 14 minutes and 0 seconds local location, Crown Point, IN, USA. Shape, fireball duration, 20 seconds. No of observers. 2 characteristics. Aura or haze around object. Possible abduction. I had stepped out on my porch to smoke a cigarette, and I always look up to the stars. Then from my right side view I see a fireball coming across the sky below the cloud line, going in a straight path to the left. I called my wife to come look, grabbed my phone and took 2 pictures.
Occurred the 4th of October 2017, 21 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds local location, Crown Point, IN, USA. Shape, light duration, 20 to 30 minutes. No of observers. 1 characteristics. Animals reacted. Series of 3 to 5 lights seen multiple times in various formations, never making a sound or changing light intensity regardless of angle. Unexplained bright lights flying slowly in the sky over Crown Point, Indiana. First noticed due to our dog growling at them. They would slowly approach from what looked like a few miles west of my location near Crown Point High School, rise into the clouds roughly overhead, then reappear from the same direction a minute or 2 later, repeating the same pattern. Each appearance would last perhaps 5 minutes or so. Between 3-5 were seen at a time. They were completely silent, never blinking or changing intensity regardless of where they were, and in different groupings each time. Close together, spread out, random, straight line, diamond, curved line, and triangle. After approximately 30 minutes and 5 to 6 APPEARANCES, they rose into the clouds one by one and were not seen again.